Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Lee, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Don Lee.
All right.
The moment the courtroom doors open, you can feel the tension. Judge Simpson, known for his no-nonsense style, presides. The defendant, Don Lee, is charged with allowing an ineligible person to drive, a misdemeanor that might sound minor but can carry real consequences. This is where small decisions turn into big legal headaches. The defense counsel, Natalie P., is composed, already signaling that Mr. Lee will accept the plea deal. It's a calculated move, one that suggests this case is part of a larger storm brewing around him. Viewers, keep this in mind. What looks like a routine hearing often hides the bigger picture. How does a simple license case end up revealing deeper cracks in the justice system? Stick around, because this courtroom is about to turn from calm to chaos faster than anyone expects.
Hey, where are we on this case?
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a driver's license case, and I have discussed this with Mr. Lee. He will be accepting the offer extended to plead to MCL 257.326.
So, Your Honor, I'd move to add count 2 of MCL 257.326, allowing an ineligible person to drive. You accept that guilty plea to add count 2. I move to dismiss count 1.
Raise your hand. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name.
Don Lee. This court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing an ineligible driver to operate a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days, $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And understanding all that, still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On the date of February 10th, 2024, Michigan Road near Moon Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Did you have custody or control of a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you allow someone who is otherwise ineligible to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Counsel, have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
Just very briefly, Your Honor. Mr. Lee is asking that the court consider sentencing him to time served. I do acknowledge he wasn't arraigned on this case until September 19th and only has 9 days credit, albeit he was not being held on this case. Outside of that, I just leave it in the court's discretion.
Defense attorney Natalie P. plays her cards smartly, asking for time served. This phrase means Mr. Lee's already spent jail days could count as his sentence. It's a standard but effective plea in misdemeanor cases. Yet, Judge Simpson's tone changes. He's connecting this file to other pending cases. This is where courtroom complexity spikes. Multiple overlapping cases can create confusion about custody status. You can sense frustration building as the judge struggles to recall who's handling which charge. For the audience, this is where you realize the system isn't flawless. It's layered, bureaucratic, and sometimes chaotic. Do you think the court should have a clearer system to track overlapping cases?
Anything you want to say, Mr. Lee?
And I just wanted to get this over with and keep him going.
You come back on the other thing tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
He's up on the 8th.
On the 8th.
For exam, Your Honor.
Just trying to recall, when I put you into custody, did we set an exam? Is that what we did?
Yes, exam is on the 8th.
Before me?
No, it's before Judge Burke.
Okay. All right, I'll take a look at that because all right.
I think I have the file up, Aaron. Did the court have a question I could help with?
Well, I put him into custody, but I know I told him I was going to take a look at that on the remand into custody on it, because it came as a result of a police report regarding something else happening.
Yes, it was because there is a new case that is coming down the pipe, to which Ms. Blanche said that the warrant was going to be authorized that day, I believe. Mr. Lee advises, and I don't see anything to contradict that, he hasn't been arraigned on that new charge yet, however, but the 2 ones that he was in front of Your Honor for last week for PCC are set for exam, both cases in front of Judge Burke on October 8th. He's represented by Sam Bernstein in one and the public defenders in the other.
Okay, so my question becomes all right, that's right. That refreshes my memory. Where is where's that other case? Because the thing, I'm not asking,
Okay,
you don't know.
I know I ain't been arraigned on it.
No, I know, but I'm trying, because
So you're,
I don't know, did I change his bond on, I did change his bond on that. He was supposed to then be arraigned on the other case, but that case was supposed to get, there was supposed to be a timing on that case to get down. So I remanded him. He was going to be held on these cases, on the ones that are set for exam. And then that other case was going to come down, expected that he might be in on that case. But if that case hasn't come down, I'm not going to be very happy right now.
Here's the moment tension peaks. Judge Simpson senses a procedural mess. A missing case file, delayed arraignment, and unclear communication between officers. Classic red flags of systemic mismanagement. His irritation isn't personal, it's judicial accountability. When a person's liberty depends on paperwork timing, every hour matters. This isn't just about Don Lee, it's about the machinery of justice grinding too slowly. You can practically feel the courtroom air thicken as the judge demands clarity. Watch his phrasing, "I'm not going to be very happy right now." That's courtroom language for someone's in trouble. Would you call this justified anger or a system cracking under its own weight?
Yes, to my understanding, Your Honor, he has not been arraigned on that new case, but the two cases that are already set for exam in front of Judge Burke, currently his bond is $15,000 on each of those cases.
Correct. I get that. What?
You raised it was a PI bond and you raised it up.
I put it up because of the representation of these other cases, but those other cases were supposed. What's the status of that other case?
Your Honor, Ashley Lottie, for the people on behalf of talk about these other matters. So if I'm reading this correctly, other cases was a resisting and obstructing case that was supposed to be coming down. Is that, Ms. Page, is that correct?
I don't think that was, it was involving a car accident and some other stuff.
I don't know the exact charges that were to be authorized, but I know the incident date was before the ones that are currently set for exam.
Right.
That being said,
I know.
Yeah.
Listen, where is that case? Because my problem here is that, and Mr. Lee is certainly not always the most cooperative person in the world, and he knows that. But he got remanded because his other case was coming down.
Correct.
And so I'm trying to, and I think there was a representation that it had been signed off or it was someplace. And the expectation was that case was going to get sworn out. While in custody, he'd be arraigned. And then there would be, based upon the facts of that case, a bond set that was likely or may have, I won't say, I can't say for sure, may have kept him in custody, which is why I did what I did.
That was my understanding, Your Honor.
At this point, Judge Simpson is untangling a bureaucratic web. Different cases, conflicting dates, multiple defense attorneys, every moving piece exposes how fragile procedural accuracy can be. He's trying to figure out whether Lee was held legally or due to a miscommunication. This is where law meets logistics. For viewers, remember, courts rely on human coordination, not automation. A single missed email or unsigned document can hold someone longer than legally justified. The judge's frustration shows integrity. He's owning the court's duty to protect liberty. What's your take? Should such clerical delays lead to internal investigations?
I just need a little bit more information.
Go, look.
So I want to understand, Mr. Lee was last before the court for PCCs. The court is saying on the 26th or the 18th.
I think it was a week ago, wasn't it? I think it was.
The 20.
I think it was the 26th. He was before me.
I have some helping right now. So the new case, which does appear to be related to fleeing and eluding charges, dated date of incident 8/29/9/20 to 9/2. It appears that case was authorized, signed by my office on 9/26. And I don't see.
That's what was indicated to the court on the record, that it was signed off on 9/26. But then there was a representation that it was going to get sworn to. It was signed off by your office. I think that's what was represented to me. It was going to get sworn to so that Mr. Lee could be arraigned on it.
My understanding is that Magistrate Fink signed that case on September 30th. It is likely,
Well, then why hasn't he been arraigned?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. It may be in a stack of things that are waiting to be entered. That's been happening.
Oh,
I don't.
no, that will not happen. Miss,
Can you tell me what the jurisdiction is?
Yes.
It's not.
It's
not in.
Ypsilanti City. It's Ypsilanti City.
it's a city case?
No, I showed us
It's a
14B.
sheriff's office. It's a sheriff's office arrest that occurred in Ypsilanti City.
I show with the 14B.
Okay, so it's on the line. It said the swear out was on the 30th. Yeah.
I have a police officer.
Oh, really?
Yes, that helps.
So, whoa. Is that what the log notes indicate?
Yes,
So there are no charges?
correct. It says court does not find probable cause.
Okay.
Okay, just hold. That's what it says?
Yes.
So there is no case?
Can I confirm the police report number for that?
Mr. Lee, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have them take you back
Okay.
and we'll try to figure everything out, have you brought back out.
The courtroom feels uneasy. The judge orders Lee taken back into custody, not for punishment but to figure everything out. That phrase alone captures how chaotic overlapping charges can get. It's a legal limbo, Lee's fate hanging on incomplete paperwork. The irony is sharp. A system built on rules gets tangled by its own rules. Behind the legalese, you glimpse a man who just wants to go home and a judge trying to uphold fairness amid confusion. Imagine being in Lee's shoes. 7 days in custody just because departments didn't talk to each other. Would you still trust the system?
And I'll do what I gotta do.
Okay, thank
All right?
Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, with and on behalf of Mr. Lee, who stands to my right.
I still have to sentence him on the driving well or the operating well. So we've taken a look at it. That complaint that I put Mr. in custody on there was no probable cause found. And so that was not done. And I'm going to say this. They knew the reason. Mr. Lee understood what I was doing and putting me in custody. The prosecutor's office, I think, given the representation made to this court, was under an obligation to contact this court immediately upon notification that those charges were not brought, knowing that affected Mr. Lee's liberty. And I'm not happy that I wasn't contacted at all.
This is Judge Simpson at his most human. His tone turns personal. He's angry that the prosecutor's office failed to notify him when charges weren't filed. That lapse deprived Don Lee of his liberty. This moment is a masterclass in judicial ethics. Most judges would quietly fix it and move on. Simpson calls it out publicly, forcing accountability. "I'm not happy" carries moral weight. It's not about ego, it's about duty. Viewers, note how rare this transparency is in court. He's drawing a line between lawful detention and bureaucratic negligence. Do you think most judges would have reacted this firmly?
Anything you want to say before I sentence him on his misdemeanor?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I would just reiterate his request be sentenced to time served on that misdemeanor.
Fines and costs of $250. Those fines and costs are waived in their entirety. 90 days suspended on that case. With reference to his felony matters, those will continue to preliminary examination on October 8th before Judge Burke. Bond on those cases, both will be set at personal recovery.
Previous conditions that were impacted
The conditions will remain. They never left. It's just they took his liberty on something that didn't get authorized. You're going to be free to go.
So I'm going home today?
You're going to be let out, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Court's going to stand in recess.
All rise. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
All rise. The 14th District Court for County of Washington, State of Michigan is now back in session. The Honorable Judge Simpson to preside.
Has the state prosecutor left?
I think so.
She needs to get back in here because I'm going back on the record on Mr. Lee. I don't know who else has that case. You may be seated, folks. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
At 1 o'clock?
Yeah, she has.
I want her here because I need a message gotten to that office right away. Court is recalling the cases of the people versus Don Lee, both his felonies and his misdemeanor cases.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Ashley Lonnie for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Lee.
I'm going to waive Mr. Lee's appearance because they took him down so he could be processed out immediately. But I want to make a record clear and know, and I realize, Ms. Lundy, you were not the one involved, but I am more than livid right now because this case, we went back and checked our records. Mr. Lee was taken into custody on the people's representation regarding the previous case. I took him into custody at 11:43 a.m. on June 26th. After having him wait here in court, I took him into custody on that date, and it's important, at 11:43 a.m. on the 26th. There was an attempt to swear out that case that was done before Magistrate Fink less than an hour later at 12:31 p.m., where the magistrate did not find probable cause. And this court was not informed. Mr. Lee was in custody. It was another attempt made to swear out that complaint on the 30th. Again, no probable cause. It is inexcusable that the prosecutor on their representations had this court act that deprived Mr. Lee of his liberty for 7 days. Inexcusable. So, Ms. Lundy, again, while you are not the person that was involved in this, but has done, I will expect a call from Ms. Burton Harris regarding this matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The verdict of moral outrage lands. Judge Simpson spells it out. The prosecutor's mishandling cost a man 7 days of freedom. In judicial terms, that's catastrophic. He orders accountability, demanding a call to the supervising prosecutor. This is the courtroom's rare moment of redemption, the system correcting itself. Then comes relief. Lee's fines waived, sentence suspended, liberty restored. This ending reinforces why oversight matters. For anyone watching, the takeaway is simple. Justice delayed is justice denied, but vigilance from the bench can still make it right. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.